are live now.
We're live now.
Welcome to Slam Sector, everybody.
Oh my god, that was incredible.
Jesus.
That's the spirit of the year in 2025, y'all.
Oh my god.
We're getting rid of countdowns. We're making all the music with our mouths. And Ryan's killing himself. And Sean has a soundboard.
And my mic keeps cutting out, so I might be muted even right
Yeah,
now.
I don't know what's
Stream-
going on.
We got all
Stream
sorts of
keeps
tech
bleeding
gremlins today. And I don't know why we're having all sorts of tech gremlins today.
The grots are in the wires.
We got
Scrap
grots in the
code.
wires. Yeah. So, how are you guys doing? Sean, how are you doing today?
I've been better. I've been worse, but I've been better. I'm fighting off like a sinus infection or something, and it's killing me.
Nurgle?
It's like just getting on. Yeah, Nurgle is getting on my last nerve. My last nerve goal.
Can't be having that. Nerve goal. Oh, nerve goal. Got it.
Yeah,
Got
Nerve
it.
gold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. Yep.
Yep.
All right, Ryan, how are you doing after hearing that? Bad? You were good? You were good? Now you're
I
bad?
was good, and then now I'm bad.
Good?
Now I'm
Now
doing
bad.
great.
Hell
I
yeah.
had a lot of beer and a lot of meat, and here I am.
One
and I
Speed
feel
Wonder, New Year, New Problems? Yeah, correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Elliot, how are you?
I also think I might be fighting something off. I've had like extreme fatigue for like the last week. I'm so tired now.
That's just life.
Maybe it's just life. Maybe it's just stress. Maybe my body's fighting something. I don't know what's happening, but I've been like falling asleep standing up for a week straight. So I'm doing great. I'm over here. I got my water. We're good
Hell
to go.
yeah. Let's go.
You're on like hardcore like sleep debt from.
The streamathon, I
your
only got like
streamathon.
3 hours of sleep every night for like 9 days straight during the
Oh yeah,
streamathon.
you're definitely
Maybe-
you're still in the red.
Maybe
You
I'm
went
still in the
bug
red.
Yeah.
That could be
Brother,
it. That could be
I tried to get you to get some sleep.
I was having fun. It was
I know,
legitimately
I
it was
know.
legitimately one of the better times I've had in the last year. Was doing the streamathon. It was tiring, but it was a lot of fun. There's a reason I do it as a hobby. It's something I really enjoy. But it's hard to fit it into a schedule with all my other hobbies. So taking a
With
whole
like
week off
real
of work-
life.
in real life. So, but we've got one of my other favorite hobbies, 40K, and we've got some resolutions for it this year. Very exciting.
I mean, mine aren't all like even 40K related. Mine are just
Same.
like kind of generally hobby related. Yeah. So this is gonna be kind of just a casual shooting the shit stream, but we're gonna be talking about one, how you can set your New Year's resolutions effectively, and two, we're gonna be talking about all of our resolutions for the year and some of the ones that were posted by the community in our Discord, which you can join with the link in the description. We hang out there. We have fun. We're going to be doing some new stuff with the Discord in the new year. So
Check it
be
out.
sure to join in on that. And, I was going to use this. But that code doesn't work anymore because it's, we're at the new year now. You can still get that merch, but you can't use that code anymore. I'm sorry. Anyway, so, have you guys heard of SMART goals? Like when you're setting goals for yourself. The acronym
I've heard of-
the acronym's SMART.
I've heard
not.
of muggles.
Muggles, close, very similar. These are smart goals. So SMART means specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time-based. So
Okay.
those are the
I only
5
make-
steps to setting effective goals.
I only
I'm sorry,
make
my-
dumb goals, which
my-
stands
my
for do ultimately mediocre deeds. Those are my goals.
Deeds?
No,
Dumbed?
Deeds.
dumb. Do ultimately mediocre deeds.
Dumbed.
Dumb. Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah, there it is. Now the wheels are turning.
there we go.
You know
I
what?
can
You
smell.
really nailed that. So going down the smart tree, setting a specific goal means being clear and concise and not dumb about the what, the when, the where, the why, the how on your goals. Measurable, so you're giving yourself a specific metric to track. Actionable, which means that it's uh, realistic for you to complete this goal on your own, or at least in your timetable. Dumbed. Yep, dumbed. Relevant, basically just, is the juice worth the squeeze? Time based, you just gotta give yourself a deadline. Because I know if I don't set a deadline for my goals, then I'll just never do it. I'll just keep pushing it back and back and back. So,
I feel like realistic is a tall order. Like, we spend our free time immersing ourselves in fantasy worlds. We don't care about realism.
No.
We don't want
See
that,
I care a little bit.
no. Yeah. Ryan, the rest of us can do reasonable.
Okay. I'll stop trying to derail you.
I'll derail you.
No, do you?
Whoa!
I'll re-rail you. Don't worry about it.
God. All right.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Wow.
whoa.
Yeah. So, I have some examples.
Okay.
So, a bad goal is, I want to finish my guard army. That's a bad goal. You can't do anything with that. A good goal is, I want to fully paint a 2,000 point guard army by the end of the year. That's a good goal.
Now,
Specific.
what makes those different?
So it's how specific you're getting. So it's a SMART goal. Specific. So 2,000 point army, very specific. Measurable, 2,000 points there is your metric. Achievable, I think it's pretty reasonable to paint a 2,000 point army in a year. For some of us. Relevant, is it worth the time? Yeah, all of these are going to be. I didn't say
Jordan can
anything.
do it in a day.
I didn't say
you just
anything.
do it in 48
You
hours.
just soft pitched that one. I know what you were saying.
I
I
didn't-
read the subtext.
I didn't target anyone.
It wasn't a slap
I'm
across
not-
the face, but it was very much like a brush across the face with the back of the
Look,
hand.
I'm not dumb to.
Relevant because it's related to the hobby. That's pretty much going to be the same for all of these. Time based, they're resolutions, so your time frame is almost always just going to be this year. So yeah,
Okay.
if you get specific with it, then you're going to be able to achieve your goals. Another example, I want to spend less money on Warhammer. Stupid goal, bad goal. Get specific with it. I want to spend 25% less than I did last year on Warhammer this year. Measurable?
Sorry, say again.
Achievable?
Why would you do that?
Look, I'm not saying that's my goal. I'm just saying it's an example.
These are example goals.
These are example goals.
So what about
Under
I
example
want to
goals.
spend 25% more on Warhammer this year?
Hey,
No.
that's a goal. That's a goal. If you want to do that, you can set that as one of your resolutions.
Yeah,
I might have
technically,
to
I got
make
my Tyranids in
dangerous
2024, so that means my budget for 2025 is still we haven't even tapped into that.
You can think of how many points of Tyranids you can get with your new expanded budget.
Yeah, there you go. But I actually needed some more Votan stuff, but we'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah. So that is how, those are the rules that I use to set my own resolutions.
I didn't know the acronym. I've never heard the acronym before, but I kind of stumbled upon that to a certain degree on my own. I've spent many a year giving myself too many things that are very broad of these are the things I want to accomplish, and then I pull myself in 30 directions loosely and just kind of turn my hobbies and life into a blob and don't accomplish anything. This last year, In 2024, I set much more specific goals with set timelines, and I narrowed my focus of like, these are the things I'm going to focus on this year, and then I can focus on other things later. And I was able to actually achieve a lot of the stuff that I wanted to. I was able to do my whole stream rebrand. You can see around me. I was able to start getting my mind and body right by going to the doctor and going and doing. Where's Ryan? Ryan's over there. We go to the gym and do rucking, and I'm getting physically better. So like
that's an exercise, a normal exercise.
I do
I'm
stuff
glad
with
you said that,
Ryan
'cause
and
I
get
was-
physically better. We do rock climbing and we do rucking. If you don't know what rucking is, it's walking but more difficult.
Walking with a backpack.
walking with a
Yes.
backpack.
Yeah.
But I kind of stumbled upon that smart technique, on accident just by finding what did and didn't work. So the smart system does work, even if you don't know the acronym. If you're setting more measured, specific goals, and giving yourself something that's what was the measurable, something that's measurable.
Mhm.
So I was able to achieve the things that I set for 2024. I have them listed. I should have brought them. I had them listed somewhere else. But I accomplished everything that I set out for 2024. I'm actually really happy about 2024. I did the things that I wanted to do.
Nice.
I got everything ready for the grand narrative, and participated in that. Had a cosplay and an army for it. I got my rebrand done all around me, and that was like the big number one thing. And I've gotten my mind and body right. So
Hell
if
yeah.
you make it measurable, you can achieve it.
Yeah.
I was going to
Last
say,
year,
Elliot, I was just scrubbing the stream from last year, trying to figure out everyone's hobby goals. I was able to stumble on Elliot's.
I
Okay.
stumbled on Ryan's.
No.
What did I say my goal was last year?
Well, so you might have had more. It's hard to like run this while I'm also paying attention here, so forgive me. But you said get your Votan painted up, which was you did.
Yep.
I also have my goal from
What was
here.
yours?
I put
What
it
was
in the
your goal?
chat.
in the chat?
Was in the chat from last year because I was not.
Oh.
Because I was not a regular on the show at the point.
hmm
I gave myself a 2024 goal and a 2025 goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2024 was to win my annual Slam Sector game.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Did you?
I did.
Hey, there you go.
I did. It was the horde mode.
Oh. That.
Oh yeah,
okay.
we did win
Yeah.
that, didn't we?
Yeah.
And
you
I
did.
did, well,
That was
yes,
you.
and I achieved my objective, and Brian didn't. So but we did win. We did
Called
both win.
out.
Well, but I don't know how horde mode wins because
Ryan's making an emote face.
Everybody
victory
wins in
No,
horde
no,
condition.
don't
mode.
make
Yeah,
Everybody
that's how I
wins.
feel.
It's a fun
and then
time for everybody.
I agree. And my 2025 goal is was apparently to get out of this state, which we're on track to do. So
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Very, very cool.
Great. I will say I had other 2025 goals, which were
24
similar to
or
Elliot.
25?
24 goals. Similar to Elliot was to do my stream or my content rebrand, which I did, but I didn't stay committed to it. So
You still did it, though.
You still
I
did
did
it.
it.
You
I
did
also
So
I also like
that's a
got
win.
I also like got married and had the narrative to prep for. So
Those
those
are
two
small
things
stuff.
kinda-
Yeah.
Eh. That's small stuff.
Ryan's was
So,
the only one that I was able
love
to
how
find.
We're all sharing them by our own volition. That's okay. I like that.
I couldn't find mine. If somebody
yours I'm pretty sure was AOS related, which you achieved.
was it just to like paint a full AOS army or something?
I believe so.
Cool. Well, I did that.
Elliot, you also had play more games, which you also did.
You did do
I
that
have.
also.
I played more games.
You
I played.
a lot more games this year.
I played 6 games in the span of 3 days.
Ryan, would you like to share your goal that was last year?
What was
Your goal from last year?
Ryan?
Do you remember it?
remember.
I have a guess.
All right, what do you think? What do you think it was, Sean?
Yeah, Sean, give me your guess first.
Get the narrative ready for the channel.
That
wasn't it.
okay.
So all the ones that I'm going to be sharing today are unrelated to the channel, mostly.
But I think he did say. I think that was in his resolutions last
But
year.
maybe
That
last.
might have been part of it. That might.
That-
That's not the part
Here's
that I
the
saw.
Yeah, here's the thing
Okay.
about Ryan.
that wasn't
he
the
doesn't.
big ticket item.
Yeah, here's the thing about Ryan is that throughout the year he'll state a lot of different like I'm gonna do it, and then
Oh my
you
god!
know sometimes he doesn't.
You're just
quite-
getting called out. Like you're getting brutally murdered in the street right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a
It
dreamer.
should be-
He's a dreamer.
out-
That's what I love. That's one of the things I love most
Yeah.
about Ryan.
I
He's a dreamer.
dream bigger than what I can do. My big ticket item New Year's resolution from last year. Now that I'm thinking about it, is the dumbest
Shocking.
thing I've ever done in
Yeah.
my life, and that includes my DUMDA acronym from earlier. I said I would have every army I own models for in my Tower of Shame painted before the end of the year.
Yeah, built and painted every model.
Built and painted, and there was
Every
like
model in
a
your
little.
Tower of Shame built and painted.
There was a addendum for like if I bought something in the last 2 months of the year that didn't count.
2 months.
That didn't fucking matter.
That was the limit you gave yourself.
I did paint a lot of Space Marine vehicles.
Now look, how could we make that goal more smart? How can we adapt that goal to be more smart for 2025?
Yeah.
Fix me.
Okay, let's fix the goal. My smart goal is to fix your goal and not fix you, because that's I don't know how achievable that is.
Perfect.
I'm
you're
sorry.
Perfect. Well,
I love,
I was
you know,
gonna say
my
you're
favorite thing about coming on
perfectly
Slam
wrong,
Sector is
but
how
you
good
took
it makes
the-
me
we
feel
just
about
didn't do it.
myself as a person. That's what I love.
oh my god.
So I will
God.
say, Ryan, you did get your Night Lords pretty well, like advanced. You did get, unless
They're
that
not
was in
done.
2023. They're not done. You're right. But you also got some decent progress on your Sons of Conquest. You picked a name and a
do
scheme for Sons of Conquest. That's huge.
Huzzah.
That's huge.
My-
Here.
Are we saying goals for 2025 now?
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Chat first before we do that though. Tell us your goals. I want to know. I want to know in the chat, in the comments, what your resolutions are for 2025.
And
We had a
if
few
you
hit
had
Discord.
them, and if you had them from 2024, did you complete them?
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Booz, this applies to you too, because I know you don't play war games, but
Well,
you are a hot-
Booz, one of his says, "I want to understand 30% more of what's going on during a Slam Sector live stream by April." Well, I barely understand 30% of what's going on in a Slam Sector stream, so
Well, I was
best
going
of
to say
luck.
John
Last
Booz
stream,
is
I
like a
nearly
talented
blacked out.
artist.
Booze is a talented
So
artist.
there's that. Yeah, I have some of his pins in my kitchen.
Oh, very cool.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, we can start sharing some of our goals for 2025. I have 6 goals for 2025, unrelated to the not unrelated to the channel, but not channel specific. 1, bully Ryan 50% less this year. Look, I had to keep it achievable. I had to keep it achievable.
I thought that was going a different way for a second.
You think I was gonna say more?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
No! No, less. I'm not mean. Or I'm trying not to be mean. Let's see. So, get 2,000 points of Flesh Eater Quartz to a battle ready standard this year.
Okay.
I want to play at least one game each of Necromunda and Trench Crusade at some point this year.
We're doing Necromunda, bro?
I want to try it. It seems fun.
We said Gorka Morka last year, and we never did that. But Necromunda is an active game, so that's more
Look, Gorka Morka,
feasible.
I said if you can get a Gorka Morka game up and running, then I'll play it.
Oh, I missed that part.
Well, we'll make that a goal for 2025.
It's for
Do
me
you
to
have an
listen
arm?
more.
Do you have an army in mind for Necromunda?
Probably the new Gene Stealers, because I
Or
already
gang,
have
I
a bunch
should
of them
say.
painted.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
that
That's what I assumed, by the way, because it affects my goal.
Oh. All right. Sean's gonna murder me. Got it. One of my other goals: repaint 2,000 points of Space Wolves by the end of the year. I want to play in at least 3 tournaments this year, one of which being a GT level event. And I want to
like a Los Angeles Grand Open style event level. What you talking about?
Kind of. Maybe not like a big open like that, but there's more local GTs. Like Warzone Atlanta is a GT.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll like Warzone Atlanta will probably be the one that I do, but we'll have to see. And then build and paint 500 points of a new army by the end of the year. I haven't decided what that new army is yet. It might be AOS, it might be 40k. We'll see.
Wouldn't that
I'm gonna be.
Depending on
wouldn't
the
that
army,
couple
500 points
with
could just be
your
one
Flesh
model.
Eater Courts thing?
No,
Wouldn't that
Flesh Eater Courts aren't a new
Or what?
army.
Okay.
I already have a lot of Flesh Eater
Oh.
Courts.
So does like Sisters of Battle count as a new army? Because you have some Sisters of Battle.
I have some Sisters of Battle. I've never like put together a coherent force of Sisters of Battle.
Okay. I'm just shocked 500 points seems low for you specifically.
Well, because it's I guess if we're gonna get even more specific with it, it is like not Flesh Eater Courts, not like one of the ones that I already mentioned.
yeah.
Like
Something
another army, like Emperor's Children, maybe.
Because you had to do more than, because this is like, let's see, this is 2,000 points Flesh Eater Courts, 2,000 points Space Wolves, 500 of a new army. You did more than 2,000 of orcs and orcs
This year
last year. This year, yeah,
or last year? Yeah, I guess it's last
yeah,
year now.
2024.
Yeah,
You did.
I did probably close to 4,000.
6K
points
total of
orcs. Not 6, probably close to 4.
No, well, between orcs and AOS orcs.
Oh sure. Yeah, I guess 5 or 6.
Yeah, because
including
you have
the
2,000. You have 2,000 for AOS and 1,000 and more than 2,000 for. Anyways, just curious.
Yeah, I haven't like decided on what army it is or anything yet, but that is like in addition to all the other things, also getting 500 points. Because I'm hoping that this year I can, which listening to my goals in a vacuum, it sounds absurd, but like do less of that stuff and focus more on channel stuff.
I don't think that's absurd at all. I think your goals are like pretty measurable and spot on. Actually, one of them I think is unreasonable, but
is it bullying Ryan less?
yeah,
I'm not saying anything. I'm starting my goal right now. I'm not saying anything.
So I'll go ahead and jump in on mine.
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so mine are mine are kind of a lot.
Okay.
But I think they're achievable. So I'm going to start with my armies because my goal for this year is only 2 armies. It's get Templars to 5,000 points that I'm proud of.
Now, how do you
Which
define
is
proud of?
They have to all be custom in some way.
Like parade ready?
Parade ready, yeah. 5,000 points parade ready for Templars. And they all have to be kit bashed, and they all have to be. There can't be any repeat sculpts, which currently there's repeat sculpts in the Sword Brethren and stuff like that. Which right now we're at 3K. We're actually over 3K right now. So like that's totally doable. I have almost all the models for that. I don't need to buy anything. I just need to paint and build for that. And then 3,000 points of Death Watch, which we're at 2,500 points of Death Watch, but a lot of it needs to be rebuilt, re-kit bashed with to fit the new rules. And I want to bring it closer to the scheme of my Templars. So I'll be repainting or touching up a lot of it. On top of that, I want to make 2 Necromunda gangs. And I want to make two Frostgrave / Mordheim bands.
Are you gonna play Mordheim?
I would dabble in Mordheim.
But the reason I want to make 2, the reason I want to make 2 is so that we have it, that we could play it as a group and not have to worry about other people having that overhead of what they're going to get into. So for Necromunda, I think I'm going to do Condor Gang, obviously, because that is my vibe. And then I think Squats, which is why I needed to know if you were doing GSC or Squats.
On the topic of Squats,
I'm aware.
There is a good chance that 500 points of a new army is a Votann army, but it's a Votann army built out of Necromunda Squats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm aware. And I am doing that. I'm doing them as a Necromunda gang to stop me from either building GSC squats or just a squat Votann army, right?
Gene Squatter cults?
Yeah, Gene Squatter cults. Yeah. Especially with I dove a little bit into the new lore for squats. Super interesting.
Yeah, the Ancestor Core in Necromunda.
Yeah, there's an Ancestor Core on Necromunda. It's lost, but that's pretty cool.
I heard a fan theory that Van Saar is using it to build a lot of their technology.
Well, yeah. So that was sort of the links I was drawing to, was that it kind of explains a lot of what's going on on Necromunda. That squat lore explains a lot, which was kind of cool. And then either Frostgrave or Mordheim. I feel like the two, there's a lot of crossover. There doesn't have to be exclusivity between one or the other. I think I could probably build a warband that fits both, and then we could decide what we want to play. Yeah. Or build 2 warbands that fit both, and then decide what we
There's a lot of potential overlap there.
Yeah. And it also fits into my D&D miniatures. So we're fine.
I have a ton of Frostgrave miniatures that I got for D&D.
So I've bought a bunch too. I bought a bunch too after we talked about it. But and then the last thing, this is the part that's not achievable. All that I feel like is super achievable. This is the part that's not, that I feel is going to be harder. I need to finish my Sector Imperialis terrain board. All the terrain, and I actually want a table and a half of Sector Imperialis terrain. So that I can swap stuff out. I have almost all of it printed or built. I just need to paint it. And I need to repaint the board. And then I want to do a jungle / Mechanicus board.
In addition?
In addition. Because I have some Mechanicus terrain, and then I have 2 sets of the barbed, the old Kill Team trees. The Death World trees.
Yeah.
So I want to make use of those and build some terrain and a board that fits that. And then I want to do a Frostgrave or Mordheim board, which again, I have a bunch of terrain that fits that. I just got to set it up, get it ready for an actual terrain board and get it painted. So that's all achievable, but it's also a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah. And I actually just remembered that there's a big one that we've been talking about for a while that I think also calculates into this. I need to build Space Marine armor.
Yeah, you've been talking about that. Yeah.
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 I proved that I can do it. It's just a matter of time.
Well, you guys have all those files, the 3D print stuff.
Yeah, but I'm picky on
Right,
some of
right.
them. I'm probably going to commission a Deathwatch pad from someone. Yeah. I forgot you have those. Yeah, so I'm going to do them bigger. I'm going to do them bigger than that set, and then I want to do the full armor. And I'm going to probably make a Deathwatch chaplain, is I think what I'm going for.
Nice.
Is that like
It'll
your
be-
narrative?
or the narrative? Have that ready
Yeah, well,
by narrative?
No, DragonCon.
Oh, for DragonCon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Yeah,
earlier.
Mm-hmm. DragonCon. So have that ready for DragonCon. It'll be a Deathwatch Templar chaplain, and then that'll be my narrative in DragonCon
Watch
cosplay.
Templar champion chaplain. Blah, blah.
Yes,
That's
Champion
a lot.
chaplain. Champlain.
champion chaplain. Champlain.
Champion.
I have all the files. I have a chaplain helmet that I really like. I have like the file for it. And it might be a blade guard. I'm not sure, but it'll either be a blade guard or a chaplain.
Nice.
Okay. That's a lot.
Yeah,
Wish you luck.
yeah. I'm gonna need
Hey,
it.
we'll help. You got
Yeah.
friends. You got friends that know how
Well,
to do these things.
Well, the nice thing is once I get it done, it makes it easier for whoever else wants Space Marine armor because I will have figured out all the BS
True.
for you guys.
It's true.
Cool. Ryan, what about you?
All right. We've got a few new ones that have come up during
Oh.
these conversations. Number one,
Mhm.
I want to give Jordan 50% less reasons to bully me. So we're going to start out with that. And related to that,
Only me?
maybe. Huh?
I'm the only one that bullies
Only
you?
Look, you got, well, you know, you're
Achievable.
not. but-
Achievable.
Achievable.
I-
Achievable.
yep,
Achievable.
okay. I got it.
You've
I'm the
shown
nicest.
You've shown the willingness to try to do that.
You notice
So we're gonna
Sean
start
didn't
with
have a goal to bully you
Yeah,
less.
Sean doesn't give a fuck about me.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Uh,
do have a resolution that involves Ryan, but I don't think it's channel appropriate.
Well, now you have to say it.
I will. I need to work on. Ryan and I have very different communication styles, and I need to work on how I communicate with Ryan.
We
Oh.
butt heads for dumb reasons. Sometimes,
We butt heads, especially when we agree on things, which is dumb.
Mm-hmm. That's We love.
I would
doing
have
that.
the same.
You're not
I
doing
would
it
have
right
the
now.
No, because we agree on this. I would say I would have the same goal for Matt, but that's impossible.
Achievable. Yeah, got to keep it achievable.
You have to keep it achievable.
Yeah, let's beat up Matt while you. So yeah, give Jordan 50% less reasons to bully me, and maybe related to that, I want to achieve
Bully Jordan Moore.
just one of the big hobby ideas that I've cooked up and have bought things for that are in my room and have not finished. I want to finish one of them this year.
You
Okay.
finished your desk.
Achievable. I did finish my desk, but that's not a hobby thing.
It's hobby. It's totally hobby.
I don't hobby on it. I mean,
no, but it
my-
was
my
a,
hobby all over.
but it was
Sorry.
but it was hobby related.
Oh
Look,
Ryan hobbies all over his room.
No, it's because I got battle mechs on here. That's all I'm talking about. What are you guys talking about?
Talking about how you're hobbying all over the place.
Yeah. Finished one of my big hobby projects.
What are some of
I
those
have-
projects?
Yeah,
I
enumerate
don't want
those.
to say. Oh, okay,
Okay, don't-
so
don't-
one is
don't say it.
the narrative, which I'm close, like to being prepared for.
Okay.
There's other stuff. I have
Secrets?
secrets. I see. Here's the thing. I could tell you about them, but I feel like if I talk about them, that like the problem with me is when I talk.
It's got to be a
something,
surprise.
Well, when I talk about it, some part of my brain is like, "You talked about it. You did it. It's done." And
Yeah,
then
that's a
like
real
I
thing.
don't. Yeah, I don't
that's
feel
a-
like I
that's
have
a-
to do it.
I,
So
I
have
got
to-
my little.
That's not a just you thing. Just so you know, Ryan, that's not a just you thing. That
Is
is a
this
very
why I'm
common psychological
Divergent or
trigger.
whatever.
it
That's I got my little dopamine rush by revealing this thing, and so
Yeah,
I don't need to
exactly.
actually do it now.
it's a
So-
dopamine thing, so it is a little potentially is a neurodivergent thing, but it is a thing of like, I've talked to 3 people about this thing that I want to accomplish. I've gotten some dopamine from it, so now in the back of my head I've checked that off, and now I'm not diverting as much energy to getting it done. I do the same
I'm
thing, which is why I try to talk less about the things that I'm excited about, because it does take away from the motivation to get them done, because you're pre-rewarding yourself for the thing you haven't done yet.
When it's like now I have to go come up with another thing to do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that is a real thing. So it's not just a you thing, right?
All right. Well,
Yeah,
now that we know that I'm normal, I won't tell you the other ideas. We'll just talk about the narrative. Finish that at least
Hell yeah.
for 2025.
James Workshop didn't steal your idea for the grand narrative this year, right?
No,
They weren't in your walls?
I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't tell him this time.
I didn't tell Elliot any of the secrets of the new narrative. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make excuses. Anyway, moving on. My next goal is to get a new, as of yet unseen army up to 2,000 points painted, stream capable. Probably Dark Eldar, because I love Dark Eldar, and I played a ton of them before we launched the stream, so I kind of like got burnt out, so I haven't really touched them. But I want to get them up because we need more Xenos. We don't have a lot of Xenos on the stream. I feel like we got like the Votan.
Have you never played Dark Eldar on stream?
I played them in Combat
Patrol.
Patrol.
Yeah.
I have enough painted for Combat Patrol. I
Oh.
don't have enough painted for like 2,000 points. So that's my other goal. And then also, I also want to get, I'll make it more attainable by saying either Space Marine armor or another cosplay that is like a step above what I did this year, the Grand Narrative, ready for the Grand Narrative.
Nice.
So
Is that
That's a
on
good
my
goal.
end? Is anyone else?
No,
hearing
that's
weird
Sean.
noises?
No, I live next to a freeway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It sounded
I
like a
couldn't
pod
tell if that
racer
was-
going by your house.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was on my. So I was looking at all the tabs, trying to figure out if something was playing noises. Okay,
No, that's
was-
literally like out my window.
okay,
Is
that
that
was
why
super
you made a
disorienting.
face,
I'm
Jordan?
sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it, so I thought you were making a face about my prediction.
No.
I was like, I was like, I
Jordan,
thought
Jordan and I were
I thought he
almost
said
making
50%
eye contact
left
through the.
We were
through
making
the
eye
screen.
contact through the monitor, yeah.
Yeah, because I was looking at.
I
him,
thought at this
and I was
point
like,
that Jordan.
It was
I thought
like
Jordan
really
was
loud.
used
yeah.
It was like very loud.
You know the
I
crazy
couldn't
thing is, like,
tell if it was something else.
I have so many noise gates on this damn thing too. Like,
I was like, is Sean about to get bombed? Like, what's happening?
no.
Sounds like a Stuka coming in. from the
Yeah,
background.
right.
The Boonty Eve Classic is just going on next door.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll do it.
okay. That's fair enough. But those are my 4 goals. Give Jordan 50% less reason to bully me. Related to that, finish the fucking narrative. Make a new army. Also, honestly, related to the first one. And then make a new cosplay. I don't know if he really cares about that, but he probably bullies me about it a little bit. So it all comes down to making that's my goal for 2025 in a nutshell.
Oh no, am I an asshole?
Oh
No.
Amazing.
That's it.
To be fair, ball busting did help Ryan finish more of his Space Marine army for the narrative.
Yeah, if Sean hadn't cranked my balls into a vice about my fucking
I cast
We never would've-
testicular torsion.
we never would have had
No.
the opportunity for that duel moment that led to Matt having his crazy duel moment. So
It's true.
that was all Sean slugging my nuggets.
It was all you.
So
It was all you. I just gave you a little push.
no, you talked shit and made me
Was
stay up
that
at
was that a Joker quote?
Not
What?
purposely.
slugging the nuggets.
I thought the same thing.
No,
a little
which-
push. I didn't do it on purpose, but
All
yeah,
it
you're
takes
right. It
is
was
a little push.
I'll stick to my story.
All right, Elliot. What do you have for us?
It better not be more
Uh,
Joker quotes.
It's all Joker quotes all the way down.
I don't even like that
Um,
movie. I don't even like that movie.
Oh, it was from Dark Knight. You don't like Dark
I
Knight?
Dark
know.
Knight
Elliott's
is- Dark
first
Knight
goal
is-
for
is
2025 is
better.
to use more Joker quotes.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, I've gotten into Tyranids recently. I've already got 3,000 points of Votan, painted up and ready to go. Ultimate goals with that is to repaint my whole Votan army. Just try and clean it up and get it exactly where I want it, because I've taken a couple stabs at that. Eventually I want to paint up the entirety of the Tyranid army as well, but I got at this point like 7,000 points of Tyranids because I went eBay crazy, and I'm allowed to do that. No one's allowed to judge me for it. My goal for this year is I want to have 2,000 points explicitly of kit bashed hybrid army done. 2,000 points of, it can be a Votan unit that's been modified to be Tyranidified, or it could be a Tyranid unit with a Call riding it with reins and, like he's leading it into battle. Either one, but I want to have 2,000 points of my combined kit bashed army. That probably won't means that I won't have 3,000 points of like the full kit bash army of like just Tyranids, for example, for the grand narrative, but I'm okay with that. I just want to have, I want to make a dent in my ultimate kit bash goal. I've never kit bashed before. 2,000 points is a lot for learning how to kit bash, so that's my goal. That's the biggest hobby goal.
I mean, you've seen my GSC army. That was my second army.
Yeah. And that's to the thing of, for budgeting, I've got a ton. I went eBay crazy and got tons of Tyranids, so I'd have plenty of spare parts for what I want to do. I do need to get some more Votan stuff for spare parts, because what I have now is built and painted and ready to go, and I don't want to lose that. Because I want to have an army for the grand narrative.
Well, and at the beginning of the stream, you said you're going to spend 25% more. So
I'm going to spend 25% more.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's my main army goal, my main miniature painting 40k goal. I've got other goals that progressively get less 40k related as we go down, but here we go. Cosplay. I want to have a cosplay done as a Votan warrior. I've seen some on Etsy that you can get, but I don't like how they sit on people, because if you look at the actual miniatures, they sit higher up, because then they have the dome helmet that goes on top.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the Etsy ones are lower and down here, and you wouldn't be able to get the helmet on. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look like the Votan armor. It's vaguely the right shape, but it doesn't work right. And so I'm probably going to try and fabricate my own with foam. So
you're gonna be the biggest Votan there ever did was.
The tallest, lankiest, elf-like Votan there ever were.
You're an ab Votan.
Yeah, well, they've got all kinds of weird clone schemes. I'm just an even weirder one. But going to the gym, getting buff, maybe I won't be so scrawny by the time it happens. I will be. That's just how my body
Working
is.
out actually makes you shorter, so.
There it is. Gravity affects you more, and you get shorter.
Yes. When you start lifting weights, it starts compressing you.
Compressing you down. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I hang upside down in my closet to sleep at night.
Vampire. Got it. So, goal number 7, slay Ryan because he's a vampire.
Wait. That's bullying.
That's replacing my previous goal of bullying Ryan less.
No. It's not fair. I don't agree to this.
This is kind of related to Slam Sector, but also to my own stuff that I do. I've been wanting to do video editing and making TikToks and YouTube videos and stuff for a long time, and I've done it a few times. I've created some things, but it's been on average maybe 2 a year, 1 a year. My goal is to do 1 video a month. some kind of edited video content, whether it's for Slam Sector or my own stuff. I want to just need to like get the practice in, learn how to do it, and make some form of video content somewhere. I just need to do that at least once a month. So that's my measurable on that. I've been wanting to learn Japanese for maybe a decade.
Okay.
I want to get at least 200 days out of the year where I've practiced Japanese.
Nice.
So, like,
You can't say that on stream.
Why not?
What's that, like 2/3 of the year or something? Like it's a fraction of the year, less than that. It's achievable, I think. Stuff is going to get in the way. I'm not going to feel well. I'm going to get busy. I'm going to forget. But if I can try and hit at least 200 days in the year, I think that'll be good for trying to learn it. I also got some really cool headphones, and got them for Ryan too, because he also wants to learn Japanese with me, that are like translation headphones, where when you talk, it will automatically translate into another language. And then if you speak in that language, it'll translate back to English. So I can speak in English, it'll translate it automatically and say it to me in Japanese. And then I can repeat it in Japanese, and then it will repeat it in English. So that way I can practice and almost conversationally. So I'm really hoping that that'll help me.
Teriyaki.
Which, hey, you know,
my
that
wife,
brings
my
us
wife got
to,
them for me, and they're very, very cool. What did you say?
I was gonna say that brings us to our sponsor,
Samuel
Babel.
Adams.
Duolingo.
Babel.
Oh wait,
Duolingo.
sorry.
Duolingo has the owl that like busts your kneecaps, so I choose Duolingo.
Yeah, holding a bat being like, you haven't opened the app in a couple of days. I've been doing a lot of rucking and rock climbing and stuff with Ryan to stay in shape. I want to go on at least one camping trip this year.
Okay.
Maybe not like an actual hiking, maybe not like a hiking camping trip. Like that might be a later goal, but I do want to at least go on one camp. I love camping. I want to go on at least one camping trip. Part of the reason I'm wanting to ruck is not just to get in shape, but also to be able to like hike out and do like a actual camping trip. But I might not be physically up to that this year. So just a camping trip is the goal. Even if it's a little bit closer to the glamping where you're at like a park. And then the last thing, and this kind of gets, I've got like a broad, like I want to keep practicing game design in general, whether it's digital or written or whatever it is. So my game design goal this year, I want to put on a streamer Minecraft event, like a charity event. I've been a part of a few different Minecraft charity events. I want to put on my own. And so I'm trying to build that and have it ready to go by June, because the event will be in October and I need to be able to like test stuff.
I was going to say October, right?
Yeah, the event is, the plan is to have a charity event with a bunch of other streamers, like a big event. I need time to be able to like announce it and advertise it and test it and make sure everything's good. So I want to have it built in Minecraft on a server by June, and then have the event in October. So far, I've been putting out feelers to a bunch of different content creators I know, and I've been getting a lot of positive responses. So far, I've got like 12 people saying that they're on board. So that's before I open it up just to anybody, because I'm just going to be kind of saying, if you're interested, send in an application. So big news there, big spoiler, sneak preview of something that's in the works there. But that's another big goal for this year. I want to put on my own charity event. I've been a part of a lot. I want to actually do my own though.
And you'll probably see Ryan and I in that in some way, shape, or form.
Hopefully.
But not me.
And not Jordan. He's not invited.
Your work schedule is busier than ours.
See, while you bully Ryan less, I'm going to start bullying you more, so that the equilibrium stays.
Yeah.
The amount of bullying has to stay the same.
The amount of the pure amount of
Someone
bullying
is going to take it on.
I have to start bullying Sean more. Elliot has to bully me more.
The conservation of bullying must.
Yeah. The law of conservation of bullying. Yeah.
Or we just bring in someone new on as just the bully heat sink. Just take it all.
Yeah, where's Ashton when we need him?
Yeah.
Ashton, you
He's-
try
Ashton-
to bully him, and it just like hits him in the face and
Yeah,
slides
doesn't
off.
Care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like
But
bully
rubber. I'm rubber.
bully-phobic,
Your
like as
glue
in like
thing.
hydrophobic.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. He's
The whole
bullyphobic.
I'm rubber.
Can't
Yeah,
bully him.
I'm rubber. Your
Bullyphobic?
glue thing is absolutely true for Ashton. It's just rubber. You throw everything at him, and he's like,
You say
and then he'll just turn around and get you back.
you say something
He'll
mean
just
to him,
go-
and he's like, "Okay."
Okay.
He'll just laugh, and
You
then
look
it's like,
dumb. It's
Wait,
like,
are we bullying him right now?
yeah. What a
I think we're
fucking
complimenting
idiot who
him.
can, like not be bullied. Got him, boys.
Fucking nailed it. Let's go.
oh my god.
that was a good
But
talk.
yeah.
Yeah.
But those are my goals.
I
They
feel
start
we
to,
made a lot of
like
progress.
I said, they
I just
branch.
wish I
Yeah,
remember it all.
they branch out from very 40k to distinctly not 40k. But it's all, you know.
I'm gonna adopt your one edited video a month goal.
That is, hold on. I think I have a doc of like channel related goals, and I think literally like one edited piece of content per month is on my list.
Perfect.
Well, there you go, folks.
10. It's 10. I released 10 edited stream recaps this year.
It's all
Okay.
coming together.
Oh, stream recap specifically.
Stream recaps specifically for me. But
Okay.
also 4 social media posts per month. I want to collaborate with at least 3 channels that have 10,000 plus subs.
Nice. Okay.
I want to reach 5,000 subs by the end of the year. That one's like not really a smart goal because I can't really do much to affect that besides just do the other things.
Do the
That's
work.
on you,
yeah.
viewers.
Oh my god.
That's on you guys.
Oh, stop.
Well,
It's too
so
close.
I think we're also gonna probably be touching on channel resolutions as well. in
I don't
2
want.
weeks.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about all of them. Cause
No, some of them are.
on the 11th, we're gonna be doing a big brainstorm, and then that following the Thursday after that, we're gonna be doing an After Dark stream talking about what we talked about, and a lot of our goals for the channel for the year will come out of that meeting. So,
Some of what we talked about, probably not all of it.
everything.
Some of it's probably going to be.
We're laying it all out there. Not actually.
Yeah. Any hobby goals you saw in the Discord that you want to highlight?
Yeah, let's pull up the Discord real quick.
There were some good ones in there.
There were some good ones in there. So we're gonna keep this channel up for the entire year, and we'll come back and we'll revisit it, and we'll see our own progress and everyone else's progress, and see how everyone's doing. So let's see. Starting off with our very own Zach. He wants to have 1,000 painted points of Kroot. He wants to play all 5 Tau detachments. I assume just at least once every detachment. Finish a crusade. And play a Tau boarding actions, a Space Marines combat patrol, a Kroot kill team, and a Vespis kill team game. So a lot of wanting to do some Tau stuff.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Ashton, our very own Ashton, which this is also part of my hobby resolutions, is for Ashton to finish 3,000 points of Grey Knights
In time for the grand narrative. That's a
In time
smart
for the
goal.
grand narrative.
That's a smart goal.
But
Specific,
my hobby,
measurable, time based.
my hobby goal related to that is to encourage Ashton to finish 2,000 points so he can bring them on the channel.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
I have 2 squads. I'll just give him 2 squads. I'll help.
And then of course we have Matt
Yeah, Matt.
with 2,000 points of Tyranids in his coconut crab scheme.
Nice.
And he is joining the cosplay crusade.
Cosplay crew.
I mean, my cosplay fucked, so I don't
Yours
really
is
have
done.
to. I don't
Yours
really
is
have to
done,
do
yeah.
much.
I mean,
But
all
also,
of us
mine's
have
much
up-
less complicated than a suit of Space Marine armor. So
Well,
we
I'm
we
gonna
all
not.
have to like pat ourselves on the back a little bit. all of us who have been to the Grand Narrative more than once have upped our game every time, which is only one time consecutive. But we'll just keep that trend rolling. Let's applaud ourselves for
Hey,
that.
and
We did
both
up our
years
game.
we've had somebody from our crew get selected for the armies on parade. So
Yeah,
I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's a channel goal is to get 2 of us in Armies on Parade this year.
2.
2.
I think I could have done it this year if you
Not
looked at my
me.
army.
If you had done if you could have had things been different. Had your like army plan been different.
That's okay. I would rather do my cool army plan than.
I agree. I think that was a much cooler thing.
But now that cat's out of the bag, so I can't do that anymore. Yeah, I think that covers. everyone on the
I'm
channel.
going to highlight a few of these. We have a
Yeah,
bunch
go
of
for it.
people who want 2,000 points of Death Watch.
It's true. We did attract
what-
the Death Watch weirdos.
Which is odd because we've only had Death Watch on the channel once,
Yeah,
and it was 2 years ago.
but it's because I play Gene Stealer
so-
cults a lot, so they're like, "Oh, gotta kill those motherfuckers."
Yeah,
Yeah, gotta get them.
I promise you, by the end of this year, there will be at least 2 games of Death Watch on the channel.
You're promising?
Yeah,
You're saying there will be some games with a full army of black-clad Space Marines with Death Watch specialists backing them up?
Ryan, Anthony,
Say it.
Jacobs.
Raj, what's up?
I don't want to say his
That's
legal
me.
full. I'm not doxing him.
I
just
said
didn't-
my legal full name.
Who do I look like, Alex?
Yeah, yeah. Alex broke that seal a long time ago, and I've just been like, "Fuck it, I'm doxxed." Whatever. Come and get me.
Rizzle Fists, which what a great name. Wants Necrons and Squigs, a 2K Squig list.
I respect the shit out of a 2K squig list.
Wait,
Does that
we
mean
have
that
a
you only have? What does that mean?
It's a Gloomspike gets like
Okay,
they have various.
Oh, that's
squig units. Yeah, that's AOS.
Okay.
respect. Hey, if you make the
And-
squig list, post pictures on our Discord. I want to see that shit.
They will. I'm sure they will. And we have a lot of support in the Discord for Blood Bowl, Necromunda, and Warcry.
Yo, I wanna get some
So
blood.
And Kill Team.
and Kill Team, but we already knew Kill Team. Kill Team's so Warhammer so 40K adjacent that like it fits our niche, right? But I think that seeing some of our fans posting some Necromunda and Warcry stuff might push us into doing some more.
I mean, I
Might
want to do
motivate us.
Necromunda. I need to try it first for myself.
Yeah,
Because I've never played it.
I mean, yeah, that's my goal is to get at least one sci-fi skirmish and one fantasy skirmish ready to go for
Yeah.
2 players.
I know that Necromunda will just be like fucking crack to me. Those games,
I
are
think
always-
yeah.
like I've played Mordheim, I've played Gorka Morka a bunch, like back in the day. And I know Necromunda. I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the four of us here especially are all going to have that issue where it's like going to tickle some things.
think of the stories we could tell with Necromunda.
Mhm.
yeah,
It's like a very narrative-rich game system. It sounds like so.
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's all about narrative. I'm leaning towards, I think they call them Palatine Enforcers, but I'm gonna
The
use
Judge
Arbite's
Dreads.
models.
Yeah.
I'll be Judge Dreading
No, that's the Judge Dreads are the
Arbites.
Yeah, but that's what he was
Because-
talking about using. You've been
Yeah,
talking
I'll
about
use
doing
the
that for a
model.
while.
I have a bunch of those models.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Palatine Enforcers
like-
are really cool. I like them.
I like just ripped off Judge Dredd better, just because I like Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Cool.
Yeah, I want to play some. Well, I don't know if I want to play some Kill Team. I want to watch you guys play some Kill Team on the channel.
I would
Yeah.
absolutely play some team.
I
I've
heard
got
that
the,
those are
I got
really
the
good.
Votan Kill Team box. Well, I have both because I've got the Jaegers and they're fully painted and ready to go. So I'm ready to use them for Kill Team, and then I have the other box of where it's like the
Salvagers?
special warriors. Yeah, the salvagers that have the
Yeah.
jetpack dude and all that.
I don't know if they exist. I don't. They've like done a whole bunch of shifting around of kill teams, so I don't know like
And Ryan,
yeah.
do you have
which
mandrakes?
ones do and don't exist anymore.
I don't
Yeah.
have the mandrakes, but I did get a
You have the
hold
Night
of.
Lords.
I finally got a hold of the Night Lords thing. I haven't even opened it up yet. That's how busy
Okay.
I've been over holidays. But I would love to run them in Kill Team.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have no doubt Ryan or Matt doesn't have the Angels of Death one ready to go.
Matt probably has
Like,
several
just-
kill teams just ready to rock and roll.
But I mean,
Yeah.
Angels of Death just on models he owns, right? Like it's just like an Assault Intercessor. It's like
Yeah.
just regular Marines. So
I
ready to go.
mean,
Yeah.
I even have a bunch of kill teams, but I just
Like-
don't. That game just doesn't appeal to me. I don't know why. It just
I'm with
doesn't.
you.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Kill Team was my gate. I mean, I think for a lot of us, Kill Team was our gateway to either getting back into 40K or getting into 40K. And just the
that's
current
what got
edition.
Matt, yeah.
Yeah, the current
I mean-
edition just doesn't scratch something
So
for me.
when Matt and I got into it, it was 40K.
It's 40K
with like
light.
a few
Yeah.
little extra rules. And then they came out the next edition, and it was completely different system. And we played it a little bit, but it just I don't know, it didn't mesh with us. I've heard that the newer edition is different and is really good. I haven't actually played the latest edition, so
It's not that different, I will tell you.
it's
Okay.
close to the last one.
It's very close to the last one. It's like an update of the last one.
I didn't hate the last one. It was just like
I did.
it wasn't as seamless. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very. There's like too many rules for things that don't need to be rules. There's like the line of sight is totally different than 40K. There's just
Yeah.
it doesn't. grok
Matt
with me
obviously
in a
loved
way.
it because it introduced a bunch of doodads, and he just
Dude, the new edition has even
Added all
more
over the
doodads. It's crazy. There's so many doodads in the new edition of Kill Team.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a lot of our goals. Personally, it's a lot of our channel member and Discord member goals. We're gonna be talking
My
more
goal-
about our channel goals coming up in the future.
why'd you use my
Government
why'd
name.
you say that name?
I said
Why'd
my
you say that
goal.
name?
I said my other goal is. To
Oh,
get
your
some people
goal.
yeah, is to get some people to buy some Gauss Pro Shops merch.
What? Don't use this code. It doesn't work anymore. But you can still use
Don't
that
use the
link.
code.
You
I
can
I
still
mean,
go
you
to
can try
GaussProShops.
it.
You can try it. I mean, I'll look right now. I'm pretty sure that code.
What's the worst that can happen?
We send a hit squad to your house if you try to use this
Hit
code.
squads come out and take you out.
Yes.
What do we look like, Watson?
I mean, the bullies. The
Yes.
bullying has to go somewhere.
It's true. The bullying, yeah. Yep. The law
Bullying
of
goes straight
conservation
into
of
the-
bullying.
Yeah, it goes
No.
straight into the Pinkerton Fund, and
Yeah.
yeah. And Monday we've got.
Monday, we've got something for sure. I
Yep.
forgot what it is. I'm
Cam.
playing with Matt, I think.
Yes. Monday is. Do you want me to say?
Monday.
Dark Angels. I'm gonna play
Dark Angels versus either Demons or Blood Angels.
Yeah.
And then Ryan's on the cams. I'm sorry, Ryan's on the cams. I'm on cams
the next week.
the next week.
Hey, we're doing more planning. We're planning shit farther in advance now.
Which is
Look at
good.
us.
So far, I've just always 100% of the time just kept all of my Monday nights free, whether I'm involved or not. And then if I'm not involved, then I just play video games.
Hell yeah.
I just take that night off. But now I'll be able to actually schedule things on Monday nights because I'll know if I'm busy or not. Look at that.
Or you
Isn't
can
that
Hey.
just play video game.
Last
Or
play
you
year,
play
video
video
games with me.
last
fun?
year
Play
we
video
hit
games with Sean.
we hit 3,000 subs,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and so we're gonna be doing an onslaught game to celebrate that.
Yep.
It's going to be on Saturday the 18th because we don't want to do that shit on a Monday because it's going to take too long.
Because we
Are
you-
physically can't.
Are you doing it live on Saturday?
We're doing it live on Saturday. The
We're
18th.
doing it
Oh,
live.
okay.
Yeah. Saturday
I
the
thought
18th.
you were. I
Do-
thought you were
doing-
recording and airing it on a Monday. Okay, cool.
No.
No, have we said what time we're starting? Have we come up with that yet? Or are we waiting to figure that out?
Look, we plan things far in advance, but not that far.
Not
So
that
no.
granular.
Well,
To
then
answer your
keep-
question, no.
yeah, then we'll keep you posted in our upcoming episodes and also on the Discord and such. So
The
keep an eye out
bullying
for
will
that for the-
continue until the channel improves. Incredible.
until the channel improves.
That
Exactly.
strategy hasn't worked.
Yeah. Next Thursday, we're talking about our 2025 wish list.
Yeah.
But I think that's also partially going to be a little bit of like where we think 10th edition stands.
It's gonna be some speculation. It's gonna be a little bit of retrospection.
Because we're halfway through 10th, give or take. Hopefully we're less than halfway, but presumably we're halfway through 10th. So next week, that's kind of what we're going to talk about. We have Codex is coming up. It's going to be an interesting stream.
I only have one thing on my 2025 wish list: War Gear points.
Oh yeah.
Jesus,
I mean, that's not
that
going to happen.
was tough.
But
No, that
it's
was
not going to
teased.
happen.
That was teased.
Wait,
That's
was
a
it?
possibility.
It was teased, yeah.
What?
Yeah, right. Ryan, you're behind the times. It was teased.
Ryan.
There was a whole
Hey,
there's a whole chat about it.
We'll
talk about it.
We'll talk about it later. Anyway, let us know your resolutions for 2025. Ryan is gonna keep slamming his head into the desk. Let us know your resolutions, and then we'll revisit this later in the year and see where everyone's at.
Yeah.
So, with all that said, I think we need to let Ryan get some sleep or something. I don't know what's going on.
I'm just going to get another beer, honestly.
All right, we're all going to go get another beer. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night.